welcome in. We got Xfinity cars at Phoenix tonight. These guys are finishing up their practice here. Got about a little over 5 minutes left, and they will hop into qualifying. So for now,
don't mind me, co-power.
Oh, we got race chat on, so you guys should be in for a good one if they start going at it. So as they're finishing up practice, I figured I'd jump on, and that way you guys don't have to just sit here and listen to the cars. You can hear me ramble on a little bit. We have Matthew Hobbs in the chat. He's supposed to be driving, so I don't know why he's texting him driving. He's out on the track right now. Actually, he's not on the track at the moment. He is sitting in the pits. So right now we got 8 cars signed up for this practice run here tonight at Phoenix. Just testing some things out to get ready, as we will be covering the American Appalachian Esports League starting March 16th. They will be running the NASCAR trucks on Mondays and the Gen 6 cars on Tuesdays, so you can catch those races right here live every Monday and Tuesday. We will have those schedules put up soon on the YouTube for you guys to check them out, get ready for the races. So this gives us a little bit of a look at some of their drivers here tonight. They're in different cars than they will be during the season, but get to see kind of how they're going to do. We have some of the half-decent Racing League guys in here as well to try to fill some things. We might get a couple random people in, as we did post this out just to try to get some more people. This is a non-league night for both of these leagues. So trying to get everyone together a little more difficult, but we got some here. That's all we need to test out to see how things go. Like I said, they're finishing up practice now. We can scroll through some of the cars to see who we got. We got Cliff Adams here from the Half Decent Racing League. He will also be racing in the American Appalachian League. Jonathan Kibbe out there in the number 13 car with the Busch beer. He is from the American Appalachian League. He will be running in those races. You'll be able to see him there Mondays and Tuesdays. Hopefully he's running both series as I get to learn these drivers through the season. Scroll through here. We got Matthew Hobbs coming in. He is another representative of Half Decent Racing here tonight to help me test some things out. Raymond Bell in that number 26 car. As these guys finish up, I am also trying to finish up a few things here. I went live a little earlier than I kind of expected. Just usually this is about the time I would be going live, is towards the end of practice as they're getting into qualifying, so we can see how guys stack up in qualifying. But I wanted to make sure everything was working, so we went live a little early. Also, I just got everything set back up from the move, so I don't know if everything's working. I hope it is. If there are any audio issues on the stream, please be sure to let me know in the chat so I can fix those accordingly. Also, if you're here just because you like one of these drivers or just here to watch them racing, let me know. You got a favorite? Definitely shout them out. This will also be a little different than when we get into the season, as tonight I am not in just one Discord to pull people in for interviews or to interview the winner in second place and third place, but during the season we will make sure that happens. But for now, we are just calling what happens on the track once it starts. Just like I said, a little different than how it's going to look once the season starts, but we're going to work through it, make sure everything's good, and ready to go for these guys when they start their inaugural season. Like I said, once they kind of get their schedule finalized, I will start adding scheduled lives to the YouTube channel. So make sure you hit the follow button. I'm sorry, we're on YouTube. The subscribe button, so you don't miss a race. These guys seem like they're going to be a lot of fun in these the trucks and the Gen 6, like I said. They're a little bit different of a car tonight. The Half Decent Racing League is running these on Friday, so I just threw this together with those at this track so that they can get a little bit of practice in, and then have the American Appalachian guys come in and run just to help me shore things up here. Like I said, if I get quiet for now while they're practicing, just because I'm trying to finish up a few things and kind of keep scrolling through here. Oh, sounds like someone blew up. Who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Oh, looks like Raymond Bell in that 26 car. Hit the wall, blew up a little bit, but it's okay. It's checkered flag. They're going into qualifying. So it looks like we are going to be with 8 drivers tonight. So not a huge field, but should be enough to make something happen in this race. They got 2 laps here in qualifying. See who could put the fastest one down within that 2 laps. As they should be rolling out here. Here goes Charlie Bowling. Looks like he's the first one out on the track. He's going to try to get those tires warm on his out lap here so he can try to put a fast one down. So, like I said, Charlie's out there on his out lap. He is coming around. Oh, he saved it. He saved it, but that is going to cost him some speed for sure. Let's see, Cliff out here. I don't believe he has put in a lap yet. Looks like he's going to go green this time around. I think that turn there is going to be tricky for some guys if they're not used to it. These cars can get loose there. Got Jonathan Kibbe out there. He's putting down his first lap. Colin Swanson also putting down his first lap. Let's see who's going to be the fastest here to start. See Charlie. Looks like he may have spun again. Yep, he's resetting back on pit road. He's going to try to give it another go, see if he can put down a lap. So far, we got Colin Swanson out front. Oh, there goes Cliff Adams coming in with a 27.65. Passing already. See how Matthew Hobbs is doing here on his qualifying laps. Edward Furr. I hope I am saying these right. If I am not, they can correct me, and I'll make sure I get them right once the season gets underway. So look, Raymond Bell, oh, just got moved down to 4th place as Furr puts in his lap, Swanson puts in his lap. Cliff Adams still sitting on the pole right now with that fast time of 27.65. So as they all kind of finish up here, see how they move around, see if Charlie can get his lap in here. Looks like he will get a lap in this time. Maybe. He still has turn 4 to contend with here. That looks like it's been a little tricky for him. Oh, fishtail a little bit. Saved it. Kept it off of the wall. Here's a surprise. We got Matthew Hobbs up in 4th place out of qualifying. Looks like Charlie did get a lap in. Charlie Bowling moves up to 2nd with that lap. And then, oh, he's going to Tokyo drift around turns. Was it 2 and 3 there? And bring it on into the pits. All right, so he's going to stick it in 2nd place. With his time of 27.71. So it looks like everyone is done with qualifying. So now we just wait here and let qualifying finish up as these guys get ready to head out on track and put in some
One to Gwen.
I don't know what he said. All right. They're gonna have 60 laps here tonight to get around Phoenix. See who's gonna reign supreme. Like I said, I know some of these drivers from the Half Decent Racing League, so I know some names. Some names I do not know. Like I said, if I get some names wrong, it's all good. Just let me know. I won't be mad. You can yell at me. See if we got anything in the chat. Red Slice says yes. I don't know what that means. Jonathan Kibbe, we gonna make it happen. Well, you better make it happen, Jonathan. You're out there right now. Where you starting? Starting 7th right now. Go out there and put in some good laps once it goes green here. See if you can make your way to the front. Like I said, there's only 8 of you out there to contend with tonight. But hopefully the 8 of you can put on a good race here. As the checkered flag has waved for qualifying, they are going to grid. As they start lining up here. See Cliff out there on the pole at the moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at the grid. As you see, you got Cliff Adams with Vortex Motorsports up front. Charlie Bowling in second. Second row, you got Edward Furr in third and Colin Swanson in fourth. Next row, you got Matthew Hobbs in fifth, Raymond Bell in sixth, Jonathan Kibbe starting in seventh, and Zach Steele starting in the 8th spot. Once they go ahead and start rolling, we will see what they do. Like I said, here they are at Phoenix Raceway. Looks like it's 78 degrees, 45% humidity, partly cloudy. They got some wind, not much, 2 miles an hour. Nothing too crazy. There's a 1 mile track. Let's see what they can do. The pace car is off. They're taking the green flag this time around. Cliff Adams leading them to the green. Coming to the restart zone here. Then we get the green flag and off they go. Green flag, race is underway. Looks like a little bit of a stack up there with Cliff Adams and Charlie Bowling getting out front, trying to battle. Switch spots back and forth here a couple times and see who comes away with a solid lead after this first lap. Matthew Hobbs said, I'm going to throw my internet out the window. Oh man, Hobbs, you better get it under control. We got Cliff Adams is retaining the lead here. Charlie is not making it easy on him. He is giving him all he's got. Let's keep an eye on that and see how that goes. As this race goes here. Oh, we got a wreck. We got a wreck on the backstretch. And that's going to bring out the first caution. Let's take a look, see what actually happened here. As we see here, it looks like that was Colin Swanson in the 22 series. Gets a little sideways, can't save it, and it looks like Raymond Bell comes in and finishes him off into the wall. See if they can get around, get that damage fixed, and see if they can get back out there and make something happen. So it looks like Charlie Bowling did take the lead from Cliff Adams there, as he's going to bring him to the start on the restart. So 3 laps in, we got our first caution. These guys for this race do have unlimited fast repairs. I will have to get the info on what it's going to be like once the league starts officially, and I'll have that information for you at the first race on what it'll be like with the quick repair situation. They might run none. There are some leagues that do that. I know my league personally, we run one on NASCAR. Tends to keep things down a little bit, and also it gives the guys a chance, if you got caught in something you just couldn't avoid, get a chance to get out there quickly, get that car fixed up, and get back. Try to make something happen. So it looks like Raymond Bell is gonna just keep that. Oh, nope, there he goes to the pits. All right, I thought he was gonna try it without a hood. I thought he was gonna run around. Justin Kruger, I wish I could. I know you do, buddy. I know you do. Like I said, the American Appalachian Esports is running Mondays and Tuesdays. If you have nothing to do, they're running trucks in Gen 6. I will be broadcasting that starting March 16th. You can always hop in there and run with them. But we know you'll be back to your racing here soon. We can't wait to get you back over in HDRL. Alright, so the lights are still on. Looks like they're going to go around for one more lap here. Oh, maybe Raymond Bell did not go down and get that hood fixed. He is gonna, the lights are out. Yep, he's gonna stay out there and see what he can do here without a hood. All right. Charlie Bowling is gonna bring them to the restart zone as he is passing the pace car. All right, there we go. He's settling back in. He's gonna bring them to the restart zone. He can hit that pedal anytime in the restart zone. Make sure they don't have any black flags anywhere. Kind of run a race control a little bit too, you know. I got to kind of pull double duty tonight. Wish I could have made it tonight, but I will be here for the Friday race. Alrighty, sounds good. And they are back under green with Charlie Bowling pulling away here, taking the dog leg, where Cliff Adams stays up on the track. And Raymond Bell says no hood, no problem, as he just keeps it pinned. He's running around this thing with no hood, but he's keeping that third place spot. So Charlie Bowling is your race leader here, coming to lap number 7. Cliff Adams in second. Raymond Bell still hanging on to that third spot. Zach Steele moves up to 4th. Furr in 5. Kibbe 6th. Swanson in 7th. And Hobbs 6 laps down over there in 8th. I know he said he had some problems with his internet, so hopefully he's back up and running, and he's just trying to see what he can do. If Charlie Bowling can run like this on Friday, he's going to be a problem for these guys in his league. Right now he's running pretty quick out there, pulling away from another fast driver in Cliff Adams. Kind of go back to the back of the field here. Colin Swanson, the one that was involved in that wreck, with Raymond Bell. Also, now it looks like his car's finally giving him some problems there as he's falling back. Edward Furr running top 5 right now in that number 7 Yahoo car. Jonathan Kibbe up here in that Busch Beer, running 4th. Zach Steele up here in 3rd. It is an all half-decent racing league top 3 right now, with Charlie Bowling leading, Cliff Adams in 2nd, and Zach Steele in 3rd. Like I said, guys, we would have liked a little bit bigger of a field here for this test, but we're just going to run with what we got. Oh, looks like Cliff Adams has gained back that ground and has passed Charlie Bowling. They're running pretty similar laps right now. Coming to lap 11. But Cliff does have that inside, so he will have the little bit of an advantage on Charlie here. See what they can make happen, but they are kind of walking away as you see Zach Steele here in third place. Jonathan Kibbe keeping up with him. Looks like Raymond Bell has went to the pits for repairs. I think it finally just started giving him enough problems where he said, I gotta go. I gotta go. Edward Furr back here, running in that number 5 spot, trying to hold off Colin Swanson. But he's giving him hell trying to get back around him. I'll back up here with our leaders, see what's going on. As they come to lap 13. So they are running 60 laps here tonight. I think they can make it on a fuel run. I can't remember what the fuel is like in these cars here. But there's no way their tires can last. They're going to have to go down to pit road with tires. If not, they're not going to have any grip left. And it will be a recipe for disaster. As they're coming up here now on lap traffic. See if they can maneuver around it. As this will now put Raymond Bell 2 laps down. Now the lucky dog is enabled here. So as long as he is not involved in the next caution in any way, and he stays the first car a lap down, he will get one of his laps back at the next caution. But right now these guys are kind of spread out, so it doesn't look like we will even get a caution. They're running pretty clean, being single file. Looks like we're going to get a green flag to the end, so we'll have to see who wants to start taking pit stops to get tires. Like I said, there's no way they can do these 60 laps on one set of tires. This track just eats them away. They'll start sliding through those turns. It won't be fun for anybody. Let's see if we can get a blimp shot here. Go towards the middle of the field, see what everyone's doing. As we get a nice look of Phoenix Raceway here. I know a lot of people don't like this track. I love this track at night, though. This track just looks so good at night with the cactus lit up. It's one of my favorite tracks at nighttime. This and Bristol. Bristol always holds a special place. I know Raymond Bell went to the pit, so I don't know if it's just something on my screen or what it is. But he is still without a hood, and it looks like it's still causing him issues. So as these guys are going around here, we can show driver info, see where guys are from if they have it set up. As you can see here, your leader Cliff Adams from Goldsboro, North Carolina, running that number 80 Yingling Lager. Charlie Bowling here out of Jacksonville, Florida, in that number 5 Sunburnt Cannabis car. Jonathan Kibbe has crept up and passed Zach Steele. You see Jonathan Kibbe here in that 13 Busch Beer car. And Zach Steele here in 4th place, number 88, out of Concord, North Carolina. Colin Swanson here in that 22 DuPont paint. The old Jeff Gordon style out there. We got Edward Furr here in that number 7 Yahoo car. Raymond Bell back in the pits. We got Matthew Hobbs out here in that number 2 Adult Swim car. Was that Rick and Morty? Here comes Raymond Bell back out of the pits. He got his hood back. Let's see what he could do. Racing here in that number 26 car out of Jackson, Georgia. Looks like a nice Iron Man paint. See if he can make up any ground here. See if he could stay as that first car a lap down and get at least one of these laps back here if we have another caution. Like I said, these guys are pretty single file. As you can see back here, Zach Steele has now passed Charlie Bowling and Colin Swanson for number 3 spot. As Jonathan Kibbe moves up into 2nd, we're going to see if he can chase down Cliff Adams, but I think Cliff Adams just has too much car for anybody here tonight. As he just pulled away, but this battle looks like it could be pretty good. Charlie Bowling may have ran his tires too much there at the beginning of this race. That may be why we're seeing him fall back here. This looks like it could be a fun race here for the top three. You got Zach Steele, Charlie Bowling running third and fourth, trying to chase down Kibby. But like I said, it doesn't look like anybody has an answer for Cliff Adams. He's just out front, walking away as he brings it to lap 23. Almost to the halfway point. A few more laps will be there. Just keep riding through this field here, see what everyone's doing. Edward Furr trying to chase down Raymond Bell. He's in front of him, but he's going to try to pass him again just because why not? Colin Swanson here, still on the lead lap, trying to chase down Charlie Bowling for that number 4 spot. And Charlie Bowling trying to chase down Zach Steele for that number 3 spot. Looks like it could be a fun race here between Steele and Kibby, though, for the number 2 spot. Seems like they both kind of saved some tire early on, so they're pushing it here towards the middle of the race. Who knows? I may even slip up and throw a stage caution. Group everyone up. See what happens. See if anybody can take down old Cliff on a restart. We'll save that for later on, though. Like I said, once I go into broadcasting for the American Appalachian Esports League, I will be just doing broadcasting. I will have no control over any cautions or anything. But this race here is just for fun, so we can try to see what is going on and what's happening. Make sure the stream is working as it should, which so far seems like it is. Looks like Cliff did pit. So Cliff did have enough time to go down pit lane, probably grab some tires, and still come back out on the lead lap. As you can see there, he is 8 seconds ahead of second place. Charlie Bowling back here. I think now he is just taking it easy, as most likely his tires are completely gone. Jonathan Kibby, Zach Steele still battling for this number 2 spot. See who will be the first to pit out of those two. Maybe they go at the same time. Wait and see what they decide to do. There is no limit on tires tonight, so they can take as many as they want. I said, just being a practice race, I didn't find it necessary to do so. No, like I said, once we get back into league racing, things will be different. There'll be more rules put in place. They will have a set amount of quick repairs, if any at all. They'll have a set amount of tires they can use. They'll have to think strategy. American Appalachian also uses stages, I believe. So there will be times, someone could have a big lead after the first stage, and when that second stage hits and they're right back grouped together, they'll have to survive another restart. We'll see how all of that plays out here come March 16th when their season kicks off for their inaugural season. Cliff Adams is up to about a 9.5 second lead here on second place. Don't let that 1776 iRating fool you. Cliff is fast. He is very fast at these. He's really good at these shorter tracks. The mile tracks, 1.5 miles, he's good. But it seems like the short tracks, like even here in the shorter tracks on the schedule, like half miles like Bristol, which is usually pretty fast. We got Colin Swanson with a wreck, it looks like, popped up.
Caution, caution.
It did throw a caution. Let us see what happened.
Yes, Morgan and Diet Coke.
Maybe tires just gave out. Oh, nope. Looks like Raymond came up, gave him a little bit of a shot. He almost kept it clean. He kissed the wall a little bit. May have kept it clean enough. Oh, he's going to go right down the pit lane and get those repairs. So like I said, since Raymond Bell was involved in that, he got incident points from that. I don't think it will give him his lucky dog. So I don't know if he will get a lap back here. We'll have to wait and see if we see him come flying around. Looks like Cliff Adams is going to come down pit road. Take some tires, might need fuel. But definitely going to come down and get tires, I know for sure. Zach Steele also. Also, Jonathan Kibbe coming down. Charlie Bowling coming down. I know he needs tires. Looks like Edward Furr did stay out. So he will be your race leader once we go back green. But did he save enough tire? Did he save enough to hold these guys off as we are past the halfway point here, coming around to lap 34 here under caution? See if he saved enough tire to hold these guys off here. As he is going to come around the pace car. And he is now going to hit pit road, it looks like. Yep. Edward Furr is going to hit pit road, it seems. Get those tires taken care of. And he will probably shuffle back to the back end of the field here. So that means Cliff Adams will remain your race leader as we go back green here shortly. They are now catching back up to the pace car. So you can see here they are caught back up to the pace car. Cliff Adams in first, Zach Steele starting second. Got Jonathan Kibbe going to be starting third, Charlie Bowling starting fourth. But he has fresh tires now, and we've seen how he likes to drive on those fresh tires. Let's see if he can make his way back to the front, as we are now 26 laps to go, and the lights are out on the pace car, which means once they hit this restart zone, Cliff Adams will fire and bring them to the green, as we will go green with 25 laps to go here at Phoenix. Pace car will make a hard left here in a second to go back to the pits, and these guys will bring it around. Turn forward, grab that restart zone. So it looks like that did put Colin Swanson a lap down, or put Burr a lap down, and Raymond Bell is still 3 laps down, so it looks like he did not get his lucky dog on this one. Green they go. Cliff Adams brings him to the green flag, and he is off. Zach Steele right on his bumper. I thought he might have made a move there. He's just going to settle back in for the moment. Oh, and around they go.
Caution.
Jonathan Kibbe and Zach Steele get tangled up, and it looks like they may have collected Charlie Bowling as well. These guys are going to start getting aggressive here.
I'm good. Didn't let me get my lap back before you did that.
Let's take a look, see what happened here. Looks like the 13 just came up a little bit there and grabbed the 88 as they spun around. Charlie Bowling gets kind of held up in it a little bit. Take another look here. It's Jonathan Kibbe, like I said, goes around, gets into the 88 a little bit, and Charlie Bowling has nowhere to go. He did take a hard shot. The 13 of Kibbe takes a real hard shot on his driver's side door. The 88 doesn't look like he got it too bad. Let's take one more look. See what happens. See if he'll be able to manage the Yeah, as you see, the 13 just drifts up a little bit. It doesn't look like the 80. Ooh, he does catch the left fender there on the wall. Under caution, you might as well go get the damage fixed. You got unlimited fast repairs. Go get it. Come back out and let's go racing. Go back live here. Raymond Bell should get a lap back here. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. Swanson would have been the lucky dog candidate there, as he was the first car a lap down. So he is now back on the lead lap in 5th place. Let's see where it will cycle Zach Steele, Jonathan Kibbe, and Charlie Bowling after that incident. News coming from the number 2 car, Matthew Hobbs. His power went out, so he will not be returning, it looks like. As the lights are out on the pace car, it's going to put Zach Steele back in 2nd place, Charlie Bowling in 3rd, and put Jonathan Kibbe back at 4th as we come back around for another restart. We will have 21 to go when they go green. Everyone's cars are fixed. Everyone should have fresh-ish tires. See if they can go put down a lap. Are they coming down the backstretch into turn 4 where they will collect that restart zone? Go batting for Joe, and he's good and ready inside that restart zone.
Green flag.
And there he goes. Raymond Bell diving down low. Jonathan Kibbe right behind him. Zach Steele staying up high as he is able to keep that 2nd place. Raymond Bell trying to race his lap, one of his laps back here. Oh, and around he goes. He saves it. He does save it. He hits the wall, makes contact with the 88, makes contact with the 5. Oh, they hit the wall hard here. That is going to bring out our 4th caution.
Taking fluid. Stay by those fans.
That was on me, fella.
I thought he was able to save it, but then he gets up into the wall. And once you hit that wall, there ain't much saving anything. As you can see here, gets a little loose, saves it, and then right into the wall, comes out, collects the 88, collects the 5, and the 5 hits the pit road wall hard. They will go down, make repairs once again, and come back out, and we'll go green again. Like I said, once the season starts, I will have, I'll have more people. I'll pull in for interviews here on these cautions. We'll kind of talk to drivers, see what they're seeing out there, see what they think they can do, make adjustments on these cautions. But for now, you just get to listen to me yap. Aren't you excited for that? As I just yap about what is happening. Not much is happening at the moment as they're just pacing around. So they should have about 2 laps to go here, so they should be green around lap 17, if I'm guessing correctly. Looks like Fur got waved around the pace car. You can see Cliff Adams there trying to become the pace car. Looks like his car is just a little too much to fit inside there. You can see him there, having fun with the pace car. Good old iRacing in their hollow pace cars. And I know I've said Xfinity cars during this race. I know it's the O'Reilly series now, but once you get used to calling it something, we got people still call it the Busch series. But for me, I'm just gonna keep calling it Xfinity until Maybe I'll get used to saying O'Reilly. I don't know. I doubt it. But the lights are out on the pace car. So as I've said for the last 3 cautions, they'll come around here and they will go green once again. And I was correct on my guess. They will go green with 17 to go. These guys are getting a little bit more aggressive here. Now, Jonathan Kibbe's now in second. Zach Steele went to third. Swanson to fourth and Bowling to fifth. See what they can do here on this restart. I think I've said it enough. I think you guys know how it works with the restart zone. If you need a reminder though, just let me know. Be happy to go over it again.
Green.
Cliff Adams brings them back to the green. 17 to go here at Phoenix.
Give
And
it some fuel whenever you can, but
we
you're
have
really good job. Tell me about your
another
restart.
caution. What happened? What happened? Zach Steele crashed, it says. Let's take a look to see what did happen. Looks like some friendly fire from Charlie Bowling. Man, he gets right in the back of him, spins him around. They are teammates, man. And he just spins him around. Zach, looks like he saved it from getting too much damage, but again, might as well go down and grab that fast repair. Come back out with a brand new car. I'm sure they will be having words in their team channel about that one. Naughty, naughty, Charlie. You gotta protect your teammates. Alright, so 16 laps to go. Let's see if these guys can keep the car under them. Let's finish out under green here. Let's get a couple laps here. Everyone just gets too excited. They're back up towards the front. They think they can make something happen. Let the race come to you, gentlemen. I mean, you guys are going to go back to green with 12 or 13 to go. That's enough time to make something happen and keep people within your reach. Just feel it out. I know none of them can actually hear me right now, but I'm, thinking they can. When I'm not able to do interviews under caution or anything like that, I got to do something to keep everybody interested. I got to talk about something. Zach Steele is bringing it down pit road here for his repairs. Sounds like somebody did just blow a motor. I heard a motor go kaboom. I wonder if maybe that was Zach coming down pit lane. Yeah, he is slow coming around that turn. We're gonna keep the camera on him for a minute, see if he can coast into his pit box. That would not be good there. He did make it. I'm pretty sure that was his motor we heard go boom. Hopefully it doesn't put him a lap down, as he had to go pretty slow there to make that happen. They're going back green here, so it looks like Zach Steele was able to save himself from going a lap down, but he is going to have to try to catch up to the rear of this field here pretty quickly before they hit that restart zone. And here he comes. He's going to have a good jump here. See if he can make something happen out of it. Is he going to hold a grunch against Charlie Bowling here? Just try to maybe take him back out as he's coming. They're into the green flag. Cliff Adams takes his lead. Got Swanson coming up into second. There are now 13 laps to go here at Phoenix. Charlie smacks the wall. Coming out of turn 2. You get a blimp cam on this, see what everyone's doing here. You can see him taking the dog leg. Track limits do not matter here, as you have seen. See me going by here. We can sit here and watch them come around into turn 4 here in any moment. And here they come. Jonathan Kibbe not going away from Cliff Adams. He is staying right on him. See what they could do here as they are coming into 10 to go. Looks like Zach Steele is back in pit lane, maybe? Not sure what happened there. Charlie gets loose coming up out of the dog leg. Cliff Adams still your race leader, but Jonathan Kibbe not backing down. He is staying on him, trying to reel him back in. He's staying within about a half a second. We're going to see who wants it more now here with 9 laps to go. Charlie Bowen trying to get back up into the mix here. Colin Swanson trying to take that number 2 spot. Jonathan Kibbe in 2, trying to catch up to Cliff Adams. Just doesn't look like he's going to have anything for him, but we will see how this plays out coming down 8 to go. Somebody slid up again coming out of the dog leg. Doesn't look like anything came out of that. Again, Cliff Adams here, your race leader with 7 laps to go. And he has now built himself up over a 1.5 seconds of a lead. Jonathan Kibbe just trying to figure out what he's doing. See if he can catch back up to him. And Colin Swanson maybe just sitting there waiting for his time to take that number 2 spot. Charlie Bowen he is trying to get back up there into the top 3, see if he can race his way into it. Let's take a look here. Raymond Bell back here. He is still a couple laps down, but he is still racing to see what he can make happen here. Zach Steele back out on the track. He is now 3 laps down. And Cliff is going to bring them to 5 to go with a healthy lead up over 2.5 seconds on 2nd place. It looks like Kibbe has now worked himself up almost 1 second lead over 3rd place. These guys are just trying to figure something out. But I don't think they're going to have anything to figure out with Cliff Adams. I was hoping for maybe an exciting finish here to call for you guys, but it looks like Cliff is just going to walk away here with these final laps of winding down. So unless something happens, you're looking at your race winner right here. Jonathan Kibbe went into the pits. Oh, nope. It bugged out a little bit. He maybe just went below the line and I thought he was going. As you can see here, they did single file back out. Charlie Bowen looking to have some issues with his car as he just puts it in the wall, puts it in the other wall, spins up into the other wall, and he is going to go around.
The fuck is the caution for?
And as you can hear there, the radio is not happy. As we will run out of laps under caution, but they do have an overtime. So we will have an overtime finish here, it looks like, as they pace out these last 3 laps of regular time racing. So instead of going 60 miles, they're going to go a few more. Wonder if anybody will come down here and try to grab some tires. As Raymond Bell should get one of his laps back here. He should be your lucky dog candidate. Race leader Cliff Adams. And Kibbe, no! They faked it. They faked it. They did not go down pit lane. They were trying to see who they can get. It doesn't look like they fooled anybody. Maybe now we will get an exciting finish here. See if they can hang on to Cliff Adams on the restart. So it looks like they're going to keep it at 3 laps to go here, so they are already into the overtime. Pace light's still on, so that looks like they might go around another time here. Let's see if the pace lights go out this time around. As we're going into some overtime racing, boys. You can see that Raymond Bell did get one of his laps back. He is now only 1 lap down. He would need another caution to get that back. I don't think we're going to see it. We're going to hopefully get these 3 laps done here. They get one more chance at an overtime here. And then if they get through that and another flag comes out, the next flag finishes it. Cliff Adams has dominated most of this race. Someone maybe crash under.
You good there, Charles?
Yeah, I was trying to catch the field and I lost it.
Let's see what they got going on here. See if I can maybe shorten this. They will have a green-white checkered. Still 1 of 2. But they're going to pace around again. There's the pace car. His lights are off though, so it should just be 1 lap around. And they should go back green. I was going to shorten for it if it didn't, but it looks like they will be going green this time around. Off goes the pace car. Looks like Charlie Bowling did crash under caution there. As you heard over the radio, he was just trying to get back to the field and lost it. Alright, green-white checker to decide it here at Phoenix. Like I said, Cliff Adams was dominating most of this race. Does Kibbe have something for him here on the final restart? Does Swanson Furr have anything? Let's see. Kibbe's going to go to the inside here through the dog leg. Try to force Cliff up the track and keep this inside. So he's going to wash up the track a little bit, carrying too much speed, but he's going to, so far, keep a nose in front of Cliff Adams. And Swanson's coming up saying, hang on, fellas, I want in on the fun. Kibbe gets into Cliff a little bit, but he keeps it straight. He's able to, oh, and now around goes Kibbe. The white flag has flown, so there will be no caution. This will finish under green flag. Around goes Cliff Adams. Which means Furr looks like will be your race winner. Edward Furr on the lead lap was able to jump up here and take the checkered flag at Phoenix. Heartbreak for Cliff Adams there at the end. Take a look to see how this came about before we finish up here with your final race order. You can see here, as Swanson just gets into him, couldn't keep it pinned in that turn, which then gives Furr. Let's rewind a little bit. We can see how he takes the lead here. He just sees the crash happen in front of him. He knows he's the only one up there still on the lead lap. As he comes around and he just takes the win. Go back live here as Furr's gonna burn it down as he got his win. With Colin Swanson finishing second, Cliff Adams takes third. Jonathan Kibbe drops back to fourth. Raymond Bell finishes fifth. Zach Steele sixth. Charlie Bowling drops back to seventh. And Matthew Hobbs finishes off your field in eighth place. Looks like Cliff. Oh, thought Cliff might have still been on the track here. Oh, he's still burning it down. He said, you know what? I dominated this whole race. I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to burn it down. And there he goes. Alrighty, everyone. I appreciate everyone that came and checked it out. Like I said, March 16th, American Appalachian E-Racing League starts. Trucks on Mondays, Gen 6 on Tuesdays. I will be here on the call for every race that season. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Keep on a lookout for the scheduled streams, and we will see how that season goes and see if we get some exciting racing. We'll have bigger fields, maybe more mayhem. Who knows? You guys got to come check it out and see what happens. Until then, though, let's all have a good time. Everyone take care, and we'll see you at the next race.